it's Belinda, the para athlete here. Today I'm doing a YouTube video on what's it like being this year as a T20 athlete. This is my first year of official competitions. The other years I just wasn't good enough to make it to nationals or anything else, and I really wanted to get to nationals and prove that I could do it and get medals and all that sort of stuff. And I found a coach last year I found a coach, and that was really good. And then this year she also coached me until something else happened. But going on, so I'll tell you what happened this year as an athlete. Let's go. Okay, first of all, I found an athletics club, and that's with Gold Coast Victory. I am a member that's not in the Gold Coast, but there are a lot of members from different regions of the Gold Coast Victory. And I know a lot of my friends who are from Toowoomba actually are with, Brisbane, QE2 and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, but I found Gold Coast, and I really like their club. It's really good, really great track, and I like the Gold Coast anyway. I don't really like Brisbane, which is just me, But I started competing in January at QAM meets, and started getting PBs and all that sort of stuff, which is very exciting. So I only competed in the 200, 100 because there wasn't that many 400 meter competitions, and I wasn't really focusing on my 400 for some silly reason. But yeah, and in February I went to state championships, and in the 100, I think it was 100 meters was my first competition. I was racing against one other girl in my age group, but I was racing with other girls anyway, and I came first in the 100 meters. Didn't get a PB, by the way, guys. Wish I did, but I didn't. I got first in the 100 meters under 20s, and there was only me and one other girl, so it was all about percentages, and we were racing our own race, so that was really good. Yeah. Next day we did the 400 meters, and that was at night, and I actually got a silver medal because her percentage, the girl who raced against me had a higher percentage than me, so I got a silver medal in the 400 meters. And in the 200 meters, I got a gold medal, which is very exciting. I didn't do a PB that day. It was the worst sort of weather. Like, that is 3 days with just wind, and I didn't get a PB, but this is my medal. So yeah, the percentage system's really different. Like I might come first in a race, but not get a medal because of my classification. Because it's all got to do with percentages. Like, I've got a high percentage in 200, 100 than I do in the 400. Very confusing, by the way, guys. Don't ask me that much. So yeah. And then a month later, went to nationals, and I competed in the 200, 100, and 400, and I actually competed against Paralympians like Isis Holt. That was exciting. Competing against Isis Holt. She's a lovely girl. That was very exciting, and just having that experience of going to nationals and also going to Sydney. I have to say the Sydney track is awesome. Very nice. The Olympic Park track is really nice. Sorry, there's a mosquito here. Oh god, I like them. It rained last night anyway, so. But Sydney was really good. I was very stressed about the airport. We went through Wellcamp Airport, so yeah. At Sydney, I actually got 3 PBs in the 100, 200, 400. And that was exciting. And yeah, that was really good. So when I came back home from nationals, I was nominated for Sports Day and Downs, and I actually got some sponsorship money from McConaughey Stedman, which was very exciting. And also did Speak Up for Sport. I really love Speak Up for Sport because I created this YouTube channel and the Facebook page, and that was really good. I also learnt about public speaking, which is really good for me because I've done one public speaking thing, and then about media interviews, which I have not done yet. Not until I hopefully make it for another nationals. I'll probably just call the paper and say, oh yeah, I'm going to nationals for 200, 100, 200, 400, or 200, 100. I'm not sure yet, but I've made it for one. I've made it for two. So yeah. But I've never done a media interview because my old coach didn't want me to do a media interview, which I thought was so weird. But we talked about media interviews, sponsorship. I've forgotten all about sponsorship, but I did download her book from the website, and that's with Karen Smythe, Speak Up for Sport, and I would recommend it for any athlete that needs help with sponsorship and media interviews and things like that. But I think next year, if I get nominated, if I get another award, I'll probably do Speak Up for Sport again because it really gives me more confidence as an athlete. So yeah. Okay, let's go into the winter months. Oh god, don't really like talking about this period of my life because it just brings up bad memories. I decided to increase my training to 3 days on the track to 4 days on the track. Do not recommend it, only if you've got a really good coach. That's the only reason why I think you need to do 4 days of training. So if you've got a really good coach and they really space out the days properly. So I was training pretty tough, pretty intensely, so I was doing a lot of 400 meter work, building up my endurance, and the problem with that was I was feeling crap all the time, and my anxiety started getting worse. And with having autism, I've got bad anxiety. I've got general anxiety disorder, which is a mental health. And I started getting really, really anxious, and I wasn't spending any time with the squad. And one day it just escalated to the point of autistic meltdown, which is where I actually couldn't stop my emotions from coming out, and I felt really bad about that. And I posted something on Facebook about how I had an autistic meltdown in a group setting, and my coach reacted badly. She thought it was about her squad, but it could have been about anything. Like I didn't say anything about what was the group. Like I made sure that it was like I made sure that I mentioned no names or none of those names or anything. My coach reacted very badly, and which caused me to have even more autistic meltdowns, and then I had to go see my psychologist because it was an emergency, because I was in such dire straits at that time, and went to the psychologist. I gave her permission to call my coach, and she said, and my coach over the phone told my psychologist that she didn't want me back in my squad. She didn't want me back in her squad. So that was a rather very difficult time in my life. I have to say thank you to everyone who posted positive comments like keep your head up, get well soon, all that sort of stuff. It really, really helped. I don't think I would have gotten through it without you people on Facebook and YouTube. It was a difficult time, but I got through it. So I had a month off training. A month off training, and that was good because I could get myself back into I could go back to my old self and then go back to getting a new coach. But when I think back, that coach wasn't the right coach, you know. And I think if you do have a coach that's causing you such distress, definitely go to another coach, because that sort of coach could really cause you damage. Like, I was almost at the point of giving up on athletics, but I saw all the good comments and the positive comments, and I spoke to people, and they're like, don't give up on athletics, you can get through it. And I did. I got through it. So yeah. But 2 weeks later, after I stopped getting coached, I actually did a competition. I got 2 PBs in the 200, 100 meters, which was very exciting. I got a 31 seconds on the 200 and 15 seconds in the 100 meters, which is very exciting. And each was good. In September, I found a new coach who supported me and said basically he could adapt he could actually take me on and, you know, be there for me as an athlete. You know, he's a long distance coach, but he's really good, you know. He made me feel like I could be a part of the squad and that I could do it. And that I felt really good, but I was still a little bit down at that time because I still lost all my confidence as an athlete. So when he did start coaching me, I did feel a little bit down, but then I got picked right back up. Like, I learnt so much stuff in the first week than I ever did with my last coach, which was really amazing. But I think for younger athletes or parents, definitely recommend, don't go for the first coach you see online, because you don't know if that coach is going to be the right coach for you. Test different coaches out and see which one you like the best, and just figure it out. Don't just go for the first one you see. But I feel a part of the squad, and I feel like I can do it. You know, I feel a part of the squad. In October, found a little kitten in my backyard. I don't know. I have this little kitten. I have a kitten at home at the moment. Her name's Silver, and she brought all my confidence out, and I started training more, and I started opening up more to, you know, started getting more open about being an athlete and everything. And my confidence fully back now, which is really good. The only problem I do have is I've got an injury to my glutes, my bum. Yeah, not the greatest injury, but I'm still recovering. Still building that muscle. Now we're on the holidays, yay. And that's really good. So that's what went on this year. And thank you for watching. Okay, some of my